Hi everyone, my name is Kristen and welcome to my channel where we explore an experiential approach to spiritual awakening and conscious manifestation, or as I like to call it, the law of reflection. In today's video, I want to talk about divine love and how the desire for romantic love or romantic partnership is actually a deeper longing for our divine union with the truth of who we truly are, which is consciousness, God, or divinity. And the reason that I wanted to do a video on this particular topic is that if you are familiar with the online manifestation community, which odds are if you're watching this video, then you are familiar with it, you will know that a very large niche or subsection of our community is dedicated to manifesting a specific person or manifesting romantic connection or love, even just in general. And it is not a coincidence or a mistake that so many people come into the manifestation community when they are looking for love outside of themselves. Now, I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with this desire or that we should just forfeit it in the name of a higher ideal, but rather that the desire itself is actually pointing to a deeper truth within us about our own awakening and about our own true nature. We often project this desire for romantic love onto our partners, and we expect them to fulfill a need that can actually only be met by realizing that divine love is already who we are. And because of this projection, it can create a sense of dependency or incompleteness, leading to this cycle of searching for love outside of ourselves or in what appears to be external relationships. We are looking for love through the lens of separation rather than realizing that love is who we truly are. And to me, it's very clear that the desire for someone specific or the desire for a romantic partnership in general is really only the surface level of what it is you truly desire. What you truly desire is oneness, oneness with the truth of who you truly are, which is God. It's to realize your own divinity. I hesitate to say it's about reconnecting with God because you were never disconnected, but more about realizing the connection that is already there. Because we often externalize love as if it is an object or something that somebody possesses that they can either give to us or take away from us, we forget that it's actually the essence of who we are. God is love. So, therefore, all things are also love. They manifest through love. So, any belief that love is something outside of ourselves comes from this illusion of separation, where we see ourselves as separate from God and we mistakenly think that love can be lost or found in another person. But when we reconnect to the truth of our being, we understand that love is always present because it's actually who we are. And when we're coming from that understanding, that changes the way that we navigate relationships with others. It changes the way that we relate to others because we realize that there really is only one relationship, not the hundreds of relationships that we think we have over the course of our lifetime with all different people. There really is just one relationship, and there is no other. And the only relationship there is the dynamic between God as the lover and the self as the beloved. And when I say this, it is not to create separation or a duality between who you are as God and who you are expressing through form or the self, because both are actually one. So the lover and the beloved are one. So this is what it means to realize union. Realizing union is that you are both the lover, God, and the beloved. It's creation at the same time. You are God expressing through its own creation, and that nothing is actually separate from you, because the same God that you are, that animates the self that you are, that is observing through the experience that you're experiencing, is the exact same God that is expressing through the illusion of everything else. And in this sense, there is no other, not just because we're all expressions of the one God. It's not just meant in a poetic way. It is literal. That one God is you. So there is no other. It is all you, 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 no matter what you look at, no matter what you experience. It is all you. You as God are expressing through all things. But when we have a desire, the reason that a desire arises is because there is a perceived lack. You believe that something is missing, and the function of desire is to bring you back into wholeness and completeness with whatever you perceive is missing, by realizing that it is not separate from you, that it is already a reality, that it is already you, that it is already done. And the same applies with our relationships. There is no relationship outside of us to mend or fix. There is no other outside of us to chase or run away from. There is no other outside of us that can give love or take it away. But really, this is our own true essence that we are being directed back to through the desire itself. So the desire for anything, but particularly another person, is really just the desire to come back home to yourself, to come back into completion with yourself, to realize that love is not outside of you. And when you do this, instead of chasing an external outcome or trying to manifest something specific, when you focus on union, when you focus on the essence of who you truly are and embodying that in your everyday life, the mirror of the divine reflects back to you your own essence of love, which then translates into your relationships. And that is the way that we experience the conscious, intimate, deeply loving, and accepting relationships that we desire to experience. But without knowing that love is within yourself first, without coming from that, our relationships will take on a different function, and they will be the constant reminders of the areas within ourselves that we feel are limited. They will be a constant reminder of the ways in which we believe ourselves to be separate. And they will be constantly inviting us back into union through what we often refer to as triggers or negative circumstances. Really, there are no negative circumstances. This is just the way that we perceive it to be. Really, everything is an invitation back into love. So let's just take a moment to integrate this idea with a short meditation to connect you with your true nature of who you are as divinity or love. Closing your eyes and take a deep breath. And just relax the body. Let the shoulders drop and breathe deep into the belly. And bring your awareness to the heart center, to the space in the middle of your chest. And just visualize a soft glowing light in this heart chakra. And this light represents divine love, the divine lover within you, the truth of who you truly are that animates all things. And as you inhale, feel this light growing brighter, expanding with the breath. And as you exhale, let go of any belief that love is external, knowing that you are already whole, already love itself. So inhaling again, feeling into your true essence as divine love. And exhaling, letting go of any belief that love is separate. And now repeat to yourself, I am love. Love is all things. Love is my true nature. And just stay there for a few more moments, a few more breaths, feeling into the truth that you are love and that love is always present within you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So, this is a short exercise that you can revisit every day to remind yourself of your true nature and train your attention there. Notice how it feels when you are coming from that place within yourself as you go about your everyday life. As triggers arise, let them rise and fall and dissolve back into your true essence as unconditional love. When somebody annoys you, or your partner's not doing exactly what you want them to do, or you're feeling rejected, or you're feeling loveless, or you're feeling like everybody is separate, practice this exercise and refocus your attention back into love. And you can also ask yourself, when I am embodying my true essence as divine love, how do I move forward in this situation? How do I act in this situation? What do I do next? And instead of letting the mind answer that and figure it out and solve the problem, feel into it. Let the body answer that. Let the answer come a little slower. Let the answer come through movement or a feeling, and then act from that space. And as you move forward, remember that your relationship with your own divinity is the foundation for all love in your life. So, all relationships in your life will reflect the relationship between yourself as divinity and the character that you are imagining yourself to be. So, the self that believes it is separate, or the ego, if you want to use that word. But by making divinity, rather than a so called other person, your primary lover, you will stop seeking fulfillment from external relationships and start living from the awareness that love is already present within you because it's already who you are. And instead of trying to control others, trying to change others, which you can't do that anyway, come back to your true essence. Stay there. Allow anything that is not love to fall away. Don't engage with it. Keep your awareness remaining on the truth of who you really are. And you'll notice that your relationships will then shift in response. Your relationships will then begin to mirror the love that you are embodying within yourself. Hope this helps.